Stop confusing is and are. Please stop saying they is playing, they is playing. I know it sounds correct, but it is not correct. Say they are playing, not they is playing. The kids are singing with Stacy is correct. If you want to use Stacy, say Stacy is singing with the kids, but the kids are singing with Stacy. Stop confusing is and are. In this video, you're gonna learn when to use is and are when speaking or when making a sentence in English, of course. But before I get into that, I just want to acknowledge the fact that most English teachers, including myself, tell beginner English learners that studying English, studying grammar is not really important when you're just starting your English learning journey, which at some point that advice is helpful. When you want to advance your English, let's say you want to go from A1 to C2, then you are gonna have to study grammar. You have to study grammar and improve your grammar. And that means going into the nitty gritty details of grammar, just like knowing when to use is and knowing when to use are when creating an English sentence. To advance your English, you have to study grammar, because just listening to English is important at the beginning stages. But let's say you just listen to English and immerse in it. Yes, when you listen to English as much as possible, you will get familiar to the English language, and yes, you will understand when someone is speaking. But the problem comes when it is your turn to make a sentence or to create a sentence in English. When you listen to someone speaking, yes, you understand what they're saying, but you don't know how the sentence is created, or how or why the sentence is created the way it has been created. For example, let's say you've listened to someone say they are coming tomorrow. You don't really know why they didn't say they is coming tomorrow, or and why they say they are coming tomorrow. You don't know why they used to come in instead of come tomorrow. Instead of saying they are come tomorrow, they say coming tomorrow. You don't really understand the sentence structure. You don't understand how the sentence was constructed in as much as you understand it. So when it comes to you, and that is why when you're speaking, you tend to make a lot of English grammar mistakes, and we're here to correct that. So let's get into the video. Is and are. What is and what is are? Is and are are both forms of the verb to be, which means to show existence. To show existence. Something is there, are there. Forms of the verb to is and are forms of a verb to be, which basically shows existence, but they are used for different subjects. Now, to explain their usage better, I'm gonna have to introduce pronouns. Now, the English language has pronouns. A pronoun is a word used to represent a noun, mostly to avoid repetition of the noun. For instance, let's say Mike is running. Mike is also listening to music. Mike is going to the shop. So instead of using Mark all along, we introduce a pronoun he, which represents a male. Mike is a male name. So Mike is running and he is also listening to music. He is used to represent Mark. So that is the use of a pronoun to represent a noun. Okay, so in the English language, we have three person pronouns. We have first person pronoun, second person pronoun, and third person pronoun. So the first person pronoun is I. Second person pronoun is you. Third person pronoun is he, she, and it. First person I. Second person you. Third person he, she, it. I in plural we. You in plural you. And he, she, it in plural they. I, you, they. So when you hear some teacher saying it is a first person, this is a first person singular pronoun, then you know they're talking about I. Third person singular pronoun, then he, she, it. Third person plural pronoun, they. So is used with he, she, and it. That is third person singular pronouns. He, she, and it. Or just a singular noun. For instance, he is running. She is eating. It is jumping. Mark is running. When the person you're talking about is a he, a she, or a it, or just a noun in its singular form, you say is singular form. Is. Are is used for plural. We are running. They are running. You are running. Just to remember, is used for third person singular pronouns. Is used for third person singular pronouns. He, she, it, and maybe a singular noun. Are is used for the remaining pronouns except I. We say I am. So we are running. That is a grammar rule that is going to help you create correct English sentences and avoid making grammar mistakes. So singular, we use is. Plural, we use are. So that is how to differentiate the use of is and are. So stop confusing is and are and avoid making grammar mistakes. So from now on, now you know how to make sentences using is and are. I hope this lesson was useful. Let's catch up in the next video. Bye bye.